What's happening today on Maxwell House Chopper Trilogy? Is it a trilogy? What would you call it, Larry?
Yeah.
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 Wow.
Wow. Yeah. Can you call it wow?
Whoa.
That'd be awesome. Or oh shit.
So really quick, guys, if you maybe just catching this video and you haven't seen the rest of them, we have a ton of videos on Maxwell House here, the Chopper. Larry and I over here at Pig Trail Harley-Davidson in Rogers, Arkansas. We are getting into it, tearing it down. I called it a rebuild, but Larry's like, we're really refreshing this thing. So you can go watch all those videos that Steph's making for you to watch each and everything that we're doing to this. And I'm learning along the way. I'm not a mechanic, but I'm gonna take you along with me and we're gonna learn together. And that's what we're doing. So today, on this video, we're gonna talk about primary. We haven't tore into the primary yet. So today we're gonna take a peek inside and see what all is going on in there. So y'all stay tuned. And I'm gonna get Larry to get after me to get after it, right? All right, Larry, let's do it.
All right. Yeah, I need makeup.
Makeup and hair, please.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, primary, here we go. You guys seen what's been going on. And I know a lot of you guys have commented and watched these videos of Larry trying to teach me somewhat of a proper way to mechanic, right? The things that I don't think about and things I don't know. So we're gonna see him today probably watch me not do what he wants me to do in a roundabout way. But, so the primary, okay, Larry, when we talk about primary, what does that include when you say primary?
The primary is basically your clutch, your compensator, and your your electrical. That's the hard part. It makes so much happen. Clutch makes your belt move. Your clutch also makes your motorcycle start because of the starters connected to your clutch. Your primary chain makes everything rotate. So it's a lot to have in here. A lot of the older bikes, of course, have open primary, open belts. This is a concealed unit, so there is fluid or supposed to be fluid behind it. We don't know yet what's behind there.
Dude, the open primaries are amazing. And listen, we're running into a little bit more money than I was expecting.
Right.
But one thing I was thinking about this year is putting an open primary on this. I think it'd be so cool. But you're gonna tell me this.
Your
pant leg.
Pant leg, yeah. You knew it was coming. Your pant leg's gonna get caught in it and you're gonna lose part of your pants.
Yeah.
And then you might lose a finger. And you might it all depends on how you're moving things around. And remember, this is open and it's going fast.
I know, it's so cool.
It is way cool.
Well, all right, real quick, guys. Do you have an open primary or do you have a closed primary? And if you had the chance, would you put an open primary on? I think I would. But now, I got to tell you, Larry is all about more of the OEM
kind of person, yes.
Setup. Okay, Larry, that was a good little take on that. So first thing I need to do is...
We're going to pop this cover off and see what we can see and smell.
Okay, see and smell.
See and smell.
Because you're gonna smell clutches.
You can smell your bad clutch. You can smell a bad stator.
Okay.
So you can smell, do a lot just by taking off a cover.
Dude.
Do cheap and easy first.
Last week I was so excited to start taking stuff apart. But now, we guessed what was wrong and everybody was right because everything was wrong, but they guessed.
Right.
I'm a little nervous now.
Yes.
Wow, that's got a little cat on it. God, I love his tools. That's another thing that I get spoiled to because I don't have anything at home but old Craftsman's, whatever I got. It's nice to be working with good tools. And Larry's got a lot of nice tools, a lot of one-offs that he's made. Is this something with your primary that all of us could do at any time?
Yes, as long as your bike is upright and level. You don't have to have it on the lift, but it makes it a lot easier for our backs and because we're not getting any younger.
Right. So if at any time we were curious, so we could take this off.
Take it off. Yep. It's just a gasket replacement.
So I looked at transmissions as well. Baker's is like $6,000 or something.
Yeah.
And then I think this is an Ultima. and they're like 8.
Right. It all depends on what the cost is, the current cost is now. Got it?
Yep. All right, guys. Let's see what we're gonna have.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wow, there's nothing there.
Yeah, it's I was gonna say just hit it.
Oh, really?
Because you're not gonna use that again.
Oh, I'm not?
Uh-uh.
So I can just poke a hole in it?
You go ahead and give it a try.
God, I love this part.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at that. What'd that cost? I don't know.
Go
All
ahead
right.
and smell that and see what does it smell like.
It smells like bacon.
It smells normal. That's a normal smell.
Okay, so we have a normal smell. We're gonna go ahead and show you guys exactly what's going on here. What are we looking at here?
Well, this is your adjustment for your clutch adjustment. It looks like the nut has been chewed up. Some people didn't, whoever played with the last used the wrong tools and they just scarred it up. But the fluid itself really isn't, it's dark, but the bike's been used, so it's not like it's needs to be brand new. It feels pretty nice, doesn't smell bad, doesn't smell like a bad clutch or a bad stator. Trust me, when you open up a bike with a bad clutch or a bad stator, you will know what that smells like for the rest of your life. It's terrible.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's almost like a burnt electrical, but brakey smell too. Like
Right,
clutches.
yeah, it's crazy. So then next thing we're gonna do is get the fluid out of it.
Okay.
And then that's down here.
Okay. So is this something that we need to do, like change the fluid in this?
You need to change it.
How often?
Me personally, on my bikes, since I work at a dealership and it's easy for me to pull my bike in, just change it every time you change your engine oil. Drop all your fluids when you change your engine oil. Nope, we're doing this one right here.
Oh, what?
This one right here.
Oh, what?
Right down here. That's the
Well,
drain
how the
plug.
hell am I going to get to that?
Well, the thing is, we don't know who was in there last to see what hardware they put in it. So that's why we're guessing right now of what we're doing here. We're missing that one for some reason.
Well, it may be here.
It might be over on the other side.
Because I've been in it. There was one of these that didn't have a dill in the middle.
Oh, it could have broke off.
And I didn't know what to do with it.
Guess we could get better and get a mirror. There you go.
There it is.
Well, I don't know if that's it, but it's fitting right now. There you go. Give that a shot.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Phew.
we did it. All right, so how much does this hold as far as it quarts or?
Well, that's the thing. If you have your owner's manual, okay, we'll hold that right there.
Okay.
Go back and let's take a picture of exactly where it is, because that's the perfect level.
This is a perfect level.
That's the perfect level.
Okay, so this is a great point that Larry wants to make when you're talking about how to fill it up, how much.
Make sure you can get an angle in there and see where the fluid's at. Because basically you want where the ring is on the bottom to, let's see here if I gotta see where the fluid is. Here it's kind of hard to see it in the black, but where the ring is where it should stop.
Okay, all right. So that's how you would say check or know that you got the proper amount in there.
Right, and then if you think your primary is leaking, and it could leak sometimes, you know, you're on a hard ride and you want to just get to a dealership, but you can get to a gas station with fluid in it, you know, get automatic transmission fluid and put in there, but always keep it at that level. So you can at least get to the dealership and have them check why it's leaking.
Once again, Larry, if you were out and needed fluid,
Right.
you could get automatic
Transmission fluid.
Does it matter which fluid?
No, it doesn't matter, because you're in the middle of nowhere anyway, so any fluid's better than no fluid. So automatic transmission fluid would be fine. You can even put engine oil in it if you wanted to, but again, automatic transmission fluid is probably what you want to put in there.
Really quick, once again, what Larry was talking about here, if you needed to or had to out it somewhere, going to be stranded, you could put automatic transmission fluid in there. You could put motor oil in there to get you down the road.
Yeah, just get down the road, but you got to make sure that you get it out of there as soon as possible.
That's a great point.
But if you're already leaking, it's already coming out somewhere.
Yeah, we'll go back into this, draining this.
And then once it actually comes out, we'll find out what size that really is. Because like I said, it could be an Allen, it could be a Torx, or it could be in between, because we've never really played with this part of the bike.
Okay, another question I've got, Larry. What do you put in here? Is it synthetic or is it regular oil?
Well, whatever the bike starts its life out with is what you would like to keep in it for the rest of its life. So if it was like you put synthetic in it, keep synthetic in it.
Well, you know, you got a lot of people that want to change over to synthetic because they think synthetic's better.
Right.
It's that whole
debate. It's a thing.
But the most important thing is having fresh.
Fresh fluid is always the best fluid.
Hear that? Fresh fluid is always the best fluid. Tip by Lucky Larry.
There we go. We did. We had the wrong size. But again, we didn't know what size it was, and
we made it work.
We made it work.
Okay. Now I'm going to start putting tools back as I go.
Yeah,
I learned that the other day.
And see, look at the color of the fluid that's coming out. You see, you've got normal wear. You don't have anything too shiny, too many shards, chunks, things of whatever that could indicate that your clutch plates are coming apart, your adjusters coming apart, or anything like that. It's all just normal wear and tear. Nothing feels harsh or wore out. But again, we could see something else as soon as we take the outer primary off.
Okay, so we go ahead.
Because we're taking this off because we had a noise at one point in time, right? If I remember right. I mean, remember, this has been 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago since we've done anything to this thing.
Yeah, man. I felt comfortable with the primary, because I was hearing noises, but we're thinking it's coming from.
Well, we knew it. Now we know it was the oil pump, the cam, the lifters, everything on that side. But we're going to check into this just in case. Worst case scenario, it's the cost of a gasket and fluid. Who cares?
Yeah, and for me, man, I'm not a mechanic, but noise travels so much. I know something's not right, but I can't pinpoint it.
Right.
It's loud. The thing's loud.
Well, the bike's loud, but it's your bike, and you'll know more things about your bike than somebody else will because it's your bike. You know what it sounds like every day.
Okay, Larry, so start taking this off.
Well, you've got to take that part off. Now you have a choice. You can mark it with a Sharpie or hit it with a punch so your gap is in the same spot.
I think I'll just punch it.
So you can use whatever punch you want. I mean, you can punch it with a hammer or whatever you need.
All right, so I'm going to punch this so like Larry said, I'll know where to go back with it. Because it does take a little bit to get that set right for your foot.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
I'm going to do a little tap more. I don't think that tap was any better.
So two wrongs make a right? Is that what you're saying?
So, oh my God, this guy and his motorcycle. Sounds good.
Now you're going to have to probably pull that all the way out.
Yeah, because it's key or...
Because it's slotted for it.
Guys, a lot of this stuff too you're going to see on this bike. Like my foot pegs here, I made those, so that's out of my grandpa's shears. The shifter peg is actually a pair of scissors from my pawpaw, and this I need center controls because this is too long for me really to get out and ride. So I made this, and Larry helped me last time we were over here 2 years ago, and we got a plate on here with this rod sticking out, and then I just cut some mounts and welded these mounts together to make it work. So this isn't, some of the shit on this bike you're gonna see and be like, what the fuck? But it's my what the fuck, it's not yours. And another thing that I get off on too, when I started recording the primary, you'll see that we have your opinion's not needed on this bike. If you've got to ask me, you don't fucking get it. And then that's where we started putting on there, your opinion's not needed. Because it's a chopper. We do things however we want to do it. And I'll show you. So yeah, you can see where I just welded, I don't know what the fuck you call that, the sleeve on to a bolt flange that goes onto the peg. So, which is kind of cool. I need to put that bolt.
It's a custom spot. That's
Customs, the Ornery Customs.
The Ornery Customs, there you go.
Ornery Iron. Honestly, man.
All right. I would say, remember, we got to break them loose with that because we don't know. Yeah, just break it loose with that and then use the zip gun and zip them off from there. There you go. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Cool. So this primary is different. This is just a cover. So yes, we could have just pulled this, left that alone, but we've got gasket leaking anyway, so we want to.
And these are prone to leak, aren't they?
Yeah, that's just part of the nature of the beast. It's sitting in fluid all the time.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. This thing, you could set it there, it doesn't make a puddle or nothing.
Right.
After we got done with it, it was
just
puddly.
Harley-Davidson's definition of weeping.
The weep. Once again, inspection plate with the stud out so you can put a mid-control on, which I highly recommend. Inspection plate off. And we look in there. Is there anything that we should be looking for if we were to just expect from the inspection plate?
Well, the safety would be Harley-Davidson would tell you to disconnect your battery. So you can actually stick your finger inside there and feel how sloppy your chain is.
Can I do that?
It's your bike, your finger. You can do whatever you want, sir.
Oh, because they're afraid it kick on.
Well, yeah, if it kicks on, you lose your finger. But again, if you don't like your fingers, that's all right. Or you can have a fancy smancy tool, like this.
Gosh, this guy. See?
And you can put it in there and go. It should be a 1/2 inch of play.
There's a lot more 1/2 inch.
Yeah.
Just like everything else on this bike, Larry, it's loose.
It's a loose.
It's a loosey-goosey.
Okay, so we can.
Oh.
Yeah. So you
Look at this.
So you can go like it's so loose that we can't even the tool itself won't. It hits the bottom. So if you measure from the bottom to where you're at, you're over 1 inch. So we might have some more issues in there than.
Oh, good.
That could be part of your noise that you were hearing.
That's exciting. More problems, more money. I want to touch base on this. Larry's already seeing some issues, and I'm getting a little bit of a nervous tick to me right now. I guess we'll just go ahead and take the cover off, and this is going to tell the tale.
It can tell us a lot of is your adjuster eaten up and the primary chain is loose because there's no more adjustment in it, which you can look through there and see that's not the problem, but that doesn't mean the shoe's not wore out.
Okay.
We won't just see that until we get the cover off and actually look at it.
We have done everything you can to this point as far as inspection covers.
Correct, yeah.
So from here on out, you'd have to pull the
or
housing
if you get, a special camera that you can go inside and look and flex and blah, 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 and look at it, but it's always easier to put your fingers on it than just to look at it.
Okay, Larry, let's get our fingers all up in Maxwell House's primary. So we're gonna take it apart. I'm gonna crack them loose and then zip it with a gun.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Does it matter which orientation I do here?
And now if you get your owner's manual, everything's at a cross pattern. Do it at a cross pattern.
Just
always
do
be
here,
safe.
here.
Yep. Just always leave one of your top ones a little on there because, well, if you take your top off and then the top comes off, and you don't want your primary hitting the floor.
Put the tools back up. That's what I learned the other day because I had it. Fuck it. Every tool he had, I had out. And then he was having to work, and I kind of wanted to put stuff up. Of course, I was supposed to, and I want to. And a lot of the tools, I didn't even know where they went. So, all right, here we go. Starting to do the primary.
And like I said in the manual, it will show you the correct ones to do. And see, that one was loose.
Oh, I did undo it.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I wouldn't know. I was like, okay, I'll play Larry's game, and I'll do that again. And I need to place these in the right order.
No, because you'll know the difference, and I'll explain it to you.
Oh my God! So I can actually just put these down?
You can hand them to me, and
oh my goodness!
Whoever was in the primary before put silicone on the bolts.
Yes, they did.
Yes,
You're not supposed to?
No, you don't need to. Yeah, this one doesn't have anything, but it had a lot of Loctite on it.
Yep. I'll probably hold it. Yeah.
You take that, and I'm gonna walk around and I'm gonna move the camera.
I'm gonna have to take my shirt off. I'm getting nervous.
Yeah, it's gonna be expensive.
I'm gonna get nervous here.
Yeah.
Larry says it's gonna get expensive. Larry, take a guess. What do you think's wrong with it? One thing.
I'm hoping it's just the adjuster. That would be awesome.
Oh my God.
You hold on to that. I got to get the camera because when you pull it off, I want to make sure that they see any chunks coming out if there are chunks coming out.
Come on, baby. Just be good to me on this part. Come on, Brian.
All right.
All right. No voodoo. No voodoo. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see. Oh, that's awesome. So let's just take a look here real quick. Yeah, your primary chain's super loose right there.
Okay.
But see your adjuster, there's still a lot of room in there. There's not even a groove. So
what
see the adjuster here, he just needed to adjust his primary chain one more notch.
So
that's really it.
So
that's awesome.
what you're saying, everything looks decent in there?
Everything looks decent, but we're still going to pull all of this off because, well, again, we're going to take a look at it.
From here, as we stand here, it looks okay though.
Yep, because what you're trying to do is look for shards or anything that looks like it shouldn't be there. Now, because remember, behind this plate is your magnet for all your electrical. So if there's something wrong with this, your electrical is not going to work. So it's very important to make sure that we don't have a lot of extra shards or metal or pieces or whatever you want to call it, anything extra there that we don't need or want. You might want to come over here and grab because at one point in time we had a problem here.
Really? What are you seeing, Larry?
Well, look at this.
Oh, fuck.
Was that shaven off so the primary would fit? Because also look right here too, you have this.
Yeah.
So did they shave it to make the clutch fit? And also look at this, they have some case sealant or something right here and right here.
What the fuck is
and
that?
then there's something in here. So you just got to look at it, and it's also been built up because this was flat. So what they did is so you don't have to have the holes all the way through here and here, they were welded up. Awesome. So then you don't have to use the long bolts here, you just use your short bolts. I was wondering why we just use short bolts, because this primary should have had bolts all the way through to here and here. But since we took the primary off, they've been welded and flattened. That's perfect. So then you can still, just those slight modifications. So probably what they did here was shave this off to make your clutch fit. So they customized a custom. Awesome, that's what you're supposed to do.
Okay, so but it's nothing that it's going to affect me. I'm good to go.
No, it's not.
Been rubbing.
No, it's not been rubbing.
They ground that out.
They ground it out, sanded it.
Yeah.
Sanded it all at the same level.
Yeah.
They should have went a little deeper right here, but no big deal. It still looks good. They shaved this off so the top's not hitting.